With the last update, NIKKE has introduced a lot of really cool new systems, but they also have made some changes that I'm not super happy about, or I feel they could be better. So let's talk a little bit about gear progression, how it has changed thanks to the locks, about anomaly interception and what I will change in order to make it a little bit better, and in general what's about to come into the game. As usual, hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I am Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Let's get started with probably anomaly, then gear progression. So let's start with anomaly, because anomaly it's like a 50-50. There is some stuff that it's really cool. So for example, the new bosses, the new interface, the new rewards, it's 1,000 times better than the current interception we have, right? The moment you unlock anomaly, there is no reason for you to be doing a special interception. You should be doing anomaly, even if your rewards are stage 3. It's better than doing the normal one, because you have a chance of getting the rocks. You have a chance, well, in this case more rocks, but you can go into doing any type of gear, right? So you will have the chance of getting your rocks, you have your chance of getting the pieces of gear, and then you also have your chances, of course, the fodder plus the new locks, plus as well the manufactured arms. Like, this is better no matter what stage you're doing than doing a special interception, which is amazing. The only thing I don't like, and this is where we can expect the next spike on power creep to come into the game, is that this is based on how many cores you have and how much your units are invested. And by invested, I don't mean, just leveled up. No, like proper investment into elemental characters, right? This is heading into the same direction as Destiny Child. If you play Destiny Child, we're heading into the same situation where elemental content will be king over time, and that's completely fine. We've been transitioning into this for almost a year already, right? Like, for a long ass time, but now for the first time we're seeing this first game mode where it's clear you need proper investment. Now the difference between someone with a core 7 and an MLD or just one copy, it's quite different, right? It's a 20% extra stats we're talking about here. So if you're someone like me who only goes for one copy versus some people who go MLD or more or core 7, that's a lot of extra stats plus investment to the gear. So this is a game mode right now for wells. Long term, most people will be able to get to like a stage 6-7 comfortably, as long as you invest on your characters, and as long as you properly invest into your girls and into the elemental advantage, right? That's what I think, that Anomaly should not only disable the consoles right now that we have, but also the cores. Everyone should be LD1. Everyone should be base copy. I think it would be a lot funnier, a lot more challenging for most people, and they could scale down the HP to be based on that, right? That would be more fair for everyone, because right now, once again, there is no reason to go to like a stage 9, like you are not getting anything above a stage 6 or 7, whatever it is, but it will be a lot better, just for the sake of an actual challenge that's equalized to everyone. Now, that's my opinion as a casual who, usually goes for one copy of each, so of course I'm talking how it could benefit me as well, right? So that's it. That's my opinion on Anomaly. Rewards, fucking amazing. It's really cool. Now let's move into the gear, because as you saw, we are getting a new type of drop, which is the locks. Also, before the locks, there is also another type of new gear that we are waiting. We need to wait 8 more days to see how this works. These manufactured arm furnaces. These things could be good, or they could be the biggest piece of shit that they've done in a while. If this manufactured arms furnace consumes gear, if you have to feed a specific number of pieces of gear in order to get a random pilgrim piece, I think this is trash. This is complete shit, because you're talking about a still too much randomized probability in here, right? Too many options that you can get. If I'm looking for pilgrim attacker pieces, why do I still have the chance to get defender or supporter? We'll see. If you get just a random piece of your selection without having to sacrifice gear, then it's not that bad. But we shall see in 8 days, and in 8 days we'll also make another video talking about the system and testing more stuff, of course. Let's move into the gear progression, because that is like the next topic that they have updated a lot of things in here. A small quality of life that someone told me in chat, and I completely missed, by the way, it's if you guys want to upgrade gear, now finally, right? Now finally, you can just come here and remove this display manufacturer T9. Thank you, Shift Up. It only took like 2 years, but appreciate it. Really good quality of life. Now let's talk about the locks. As you all know, right now, gear progression in the game is a pain in the ass. Let's say you have this piece. This is a good piece, but the problem is I don't have a third line, right? So usually you will have to spend a lot of rocks to lock this and reroll. But now there is a new alternative, and that is not only you can lock with rocks, but you can also lock with this custom lock in here. It costs 20 for the first line, and it will cost you 30 for the second line that you want to lock. The problem with these locks is that it's a one-time thing. It's a one-time thing. If I lock this, right, and we did this yesterday on a stream test, well, it tells you here, if you change the effect or reset the value, the lock will be removed. My only problem is how long it takes to take one lock, which is 2 days, in contrast to how often we want to reroll. Now, I still think this is 1,000 times better than using your rocks, because most people are not competitive enough that they are buying rocks, that they are getting a lot of rocks now in the new interception, and that they are willing to use them just for rerolling, are locking a costing 2 here and then costing 3 or 4 here, right? It's a lot in that case if you want to use just rocks. So this is still 1,000 times better for most players. So every 4 days you can lock 2 pieces and reroll to see if you can get a third line on a piece like this. Or if you are looking to get elemental damage or somewhere else, you can still lock your attack right here and try to get that, right? So it's a really cool system. It has some flaws, but I'm also expecting them to start selling those in the shop. They also introduced a new type of pack for those of you who missed it, which is these ones right here with the Ultra Boost module. These Ultra Boost modules are basically new EXP for your gear, that it's a lot stronger than the normal ones we have. These, of course, as usual, it's a pay-to-win game, all right? There is no way around this. It's a pay-to-win game. It will always be. I don't like it, but it is what it is. You can still get them. I'm not sure if we can get this as free-to-play. Can someone please remind me if there is a way as free-to-play to acquire these Ultra Boss modules, or it's only pay-to-win? I don't remember. And the other thing that they have introduced with this collab is more packs with rocks, and they also changed the custom packages. So now there is also some fixed products, and they change a little bit these ones in here. And then you also have 4 options now in here. So they have been changing a couple of things. There is more rocks to buy, there is more packs, there is also a new selector for the dolls in here. I'm expecting them to start selling those locks as well. It does make sense that they will sell, let's say 10, 20, 30, 50 locks for wells who want to reroll multiple characters and don't want to be using only rocks. It will make sense. It will suck, but it will happen. When it comes to the cosmetics and all of the new cosmetics, I'm not going to talk about it. You all know my opinion. I think NIKKE, in terms of cosmetics, is one of the worst gachas in the market right now. And I'm not capping when I say this. Like, every other gacha is doing better skins than our game. Every other gacha is making better skins. It's what it is. It's cosmetics. That's what, at the end of the day, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But outside of those cosmetics, there is a lot of really cool stuff that they've been introducing. So the new lock system, it's amazing. And then the new interception as well. I am really happy with it. I think it's a massive step in terms of quality of life and rewards compared to normal special interception. For those of you playing since day one, we are getting 3, 4, 5 rocks per day now. Think about it for a second. 3 to 5 rocks per day, or even 1 to 5, depending how lucky you are, right? You can still be unlucky, but 1 to 5 rocks per day. How crazy is that in contrast to being weeks without seeing a single rock? This fucking game. So in terms of the new Anomaly, I'm pretty happy. We'll see how it progresses, and we'll see what the next power creep will be, because it's coming, all right? Like, you have to understand that when we're getting this much quality of life, it's because the next system that will power creep all of this, it's coming, like it or not. We shall see. We shall see what they do. The last thing I want to talk about or mention or talk about is Simulation Room. I'm waiting for it to drop to make a separate full video on this. But Simulation Room, it's something that I don't think anyone left positive feedback, and they have not changed it. This will be something that we need to keep talking about, to keep making videos on, and to keep pushing for. So they changed the Simulation Room and the overclock, because NIKKE, in terms of the roguelike game mode, every gacha has a roguelike game mode. In our case, is Sim Room. It's the worst gacha out there. Name a worse gacha with like a similar roguelike game mode. There is none. Most of them are pretty cool, right? There is something really good. So for example, the Arknights one, for example, the Wuthering Waves one was pretty cool, but ours is just complete dog shit. I hope they change that. I hope they actually go a step back with the new overclock, but we shall see. It's coming in like a week, I believe, or so. And that said, though, just wanted to talk a little bit about all of the new systems, my opinion, how they're looking, and in general, the current situation after the patch. Everything is on fire right now with Asuka. People say she's SSSSS. Then Sky coming out and saying, "Hey, Pridewen, you're wrong." I mean, he didn't say Pridewen directly, but clearly shots were fired. We're still finishing testing before we put her on the website. I'm still not super sure where to put her. We shall see. I will ask for feedback from other content creators, possibly even Sky. That said, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my patrons for making this content possible as usual. We're gonna be live later. Come and say hello. Good luck with your pool dinner dates. I'll see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。 ブランとノワールのショータイムです。
天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。